When Baba is working with us and trying to transform us so that we can reach our goal, does there have to be a willingness on our part, not just a preparedness?
There is only a willingness in principle. But actually, exactly when the time comes, when he is working, and usually we resist. Because it goes always against our will. And our will focuses our ego. So every time it feels difficult. So he has to almost make an operation. A surgical operation. And in order to give a surgical operation, nobody is willing to do it. In principle, everybody is willing to do it. But at the time when he knows that he is going to be cut, everybody resists. So he has to be given anesthesia. And so when we are unaware that he works.
In what ways do we resist?
In every way.
How, for example?
Don't ask me examples, it's very dangerous. You do that mistake.
You do what?
You always do the mistake of asking an example. You expect that I'll give somebody's example, but I always give your example.
So Guruji, when we ask Baba for something, and he doesn't give it, and we're disappointed, is that disappointment? I assume that Baba also knows that we'll be disappointed. Is that disappointment also part of the transformation? Will he use it that way? Or is disappointment just, that's the way it is. Some things can be fulfilled and some things cannot be.
Just uses that also. Because that slowly we realize that there are no appointments so that we can be disappointed. First we realize that he has given us an appointment. So when we feel that he hasn't fulfilled his appointment, so we feel disappointed. And there is no point in feeling disappointed. And we haven't appointed him to make our work.
How can disappointment be useful?
Disappointment comes out of our undue expectation.
Undue?
Usually unfair expectation. Baseless expectation, unreasonable expectation.
But how to distinguish? I know I've asked for things that Baba has given that is quite extraordinary.
What?
I know that I have asked Baba for things that it's quite extraordinary that he's given. From the outside, people would think, that's absolutely unreasonable that you're asking that he does something like that for you. So
when it is given, it is reasonable. When he is given, we see it is unreasonable. If he hasn't given, that is also unreasonable. That means that his ways are unscrutable. He cannot reason. Again, we come to his point.
But I'm not, I have no real desire to know why or to have any kind of justification for what Baba does. I'm just asking the question because I would like my own disappointment to be transformed into something else because it's not such a nice feeling. And that's where the question's coming from. Is that also, Baba will also work with that, and there will be some.
If that is where we stick to it, I will remind you later. Very good.
Other disappointments are not necessary.
Because we have to give more disappointments for you in order to make it more sweeter, isn't it?
No more
very good, very good.
No.